We have a question from Charlotte, who's been active in LIV for a number of years, and she was hoping that you might explain what happened when you got iced out for sticking up for public housing in Galveston. Can you explain that to us?
Oh, you bet. So when Hurricane Ike hit, I was running for the state Senate, and my mentor, Lyda Ann Thomas, was the mayor. Although I was very close with her and we did a lot of collaborating. Our congressman was Ron Paul at the time. Well, after the damage, the devastating storm left, we went to Ron Paul and said, "Can you help us out, Congressman?" And he said, I don't believe in handouts. So it was the Black ministers in Galveston who reached out to Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green to ask, can you help Galveston? Obama was elected, Pelosi became speaker, Harry Reid became majority leader, and it was the same Congress, Linda, that gave us the Affordable Care Act, that 2-year Congress that saw that Louisiana and Texas had been damaged by 3 major storms, and they allocated through housing and urban development $3 billion. Galveston's portion, $900 million. Well, I then became mayor, and it was time for us to marshal those funds. Well, everybody was all for the new fire station and the new wastewater treatment plant. And believe it or not, even $500 million for private homes. And you ask, how does housing and urban development money go to private homes? Well, there were so many people living in old homes that had long ago had their mortgage paid off, family homes that had been in the family for, decades and more. And because there was no requirement that there be property insurance, there wasn't. I mean, these were people that were living on the edge and their homes were uninhabitable. So HUD made an exception and said, you can use this for private homes. Well, everybody liked that too. And then they came to the mayor, me, and said, now, Mayor, about that promise that your city made about rebuilding the public housing, which had been built during the Lyndon Johnson administration, and it was just totally devastated, and we removed it with bulldozers. And the promise we made was, we're going to rebuild it. Well, Linda, I said, we're not just going to rebuild apartments that are going to look like this in 20 years. We're going to go big, and we're using this federal money in private-public partnership to create mixed income neighborhoods, doctors and lawyers, nurses and firemen, and income eligible Galvestonians. Well, the apartment association and frankly, the racists in Galveston were not in favor of this, and they threatened me. They recalled me, but I beat the recall. They then found a candidate, a Tea Party candidate, to run against me with the slogan HUD out of Galveston. And I made it to a runoff for my own reelection as we wended our way through the selection process of the perfect developer in this program. Well, 2 weeks before the runoff election, they came to me in a midnight meeting and said, look here, Mayor, you drop this ridiculous plan and we'll withdraw this candidate and you'll have your second term guaranteed. I rejected that. And of course, 2 weeks later, I lost. And I knew I was going to lose, Linda. So what we did is we posted a legal meeting, and we had done all our homework, and we had the contract in front of us, and we voted and signed the notice to proceed. 3 years of federal litigation ensued, and we beat them in the district court. We beat them in the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit. And then they just went away. And I was there, even though I wasn't in office, at the groundbreaking, and I was there at the ribbon cutting. And now we have 2 beautiful neighborhoods in Galveston that are fully occupied with wreaths on the door at Christmas and children trick-or-treating at Halloween, and addresses on every door instead of, A1, A10, B12. These are people's homes. And here's the best part, that Galveston now has chosen and embraced mixed income neighborhoods and is building a third one on their own. So that's transformative. And I truly lived the mantra that Sam Houston laid down: do right and risk the consequences.